Okay, I'm going to step through creating a repository on Bitbucket. Assuming that you've already created an account and have logged in, you will be directed to the dashboard, and this has a simple step-through process that we'll follow. So first of all, just click on Create, and we're going to create a repository that homework and then your name, and use this format with your name so that I can differentiate everybody's repositories when I check them out for grading. And we can just give an optional description. This is a repository for programming solutions. We're going to keep it private. We're going to use Git. This isn't strictly required, but let's just select Python, and then we create repository. Okay, it says, the repository is empty, and so it's going to guide us through actions to set up the repository. So first off, we don't have a repository yet, so we can just say I'm starting from scratch. So it's telling me to, on my local computer, make sure that I have Git installed, and then create a directory where I want this project to reside, and then to do these steps to check it out. So let me bring this up here. Okay, so I have the directory where I'm going to be working. I'm going to make a directory 6521 CMDCRC 6521 homework Brian Chapman. And I'm going to do git init. That sets this up as a Git repository. And then I'm going to copy this line that Bitbucket is telling me this is where my repository is located. So let me come back here. So git remote add origin. Okay, I've done that. Then I'm just going to create a simple text file. So I got an initial file in here. And then I'm going to add contributors. I'm going to git commit. Oops, I made a mistake. And that I used a single quote instead of a double quote. So I've added that file. I've committed it, and now I'm going to push it up to the Bitbucket repository. And I want my password, which I should have remembered. I'll give that for my keychain. And it's pushed it back up. All right, so now if we come back up here and I go to my repository, I have one branch, master, let's see, commits, my branches. Here's my source file that I pushed up here. It says Brian Chapman. So we're good. Now what I want you to do is to add me as a collaborator on your repository. So I click on the settings. It brings up access management. And my username is Brian Chapman, which I think is Chapman BE. If you start typing that, I'm just going to add my wife as a user as an example. And I am going to give read-write permission. That way I can push back up to you changes, suggestions, etc. All right, so those are the steps we need to take for you to set up the homework with bitbucket. The advantage of this is instead of having to email files back and forth, we can just push and pull through the bitbucket while you're working on the homeworks. I can give you suggestions, etc. through this, and also the final solutions.